Okay, welcome everyone. Let's begin. I am Loretta FRK, Rowland-Kitley. Let me move this so I have a little better view here, perhaps. Maybe, maybe not. And we'll just do the best we can. So, we're going to do lots of breathing. I'll remind you to breathe frequently. And lots of moving and holding postures for toning. A little bit of balance, etc. So nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Always check the posture. Up again, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower. Keep the feet flat on the floor. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathe. I like to pick the opposite heel up. It helps me feel like I'm getting more of a stretch, so you do what works for you and your body. Now let's check that posture again. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back. Great big circles. Loosening the torso as you roll. Just warming up our bodies, warming up our muscles and lubricating our joints. Straighten those arms for full range of motion. Breathing. Now let's check that posture again. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Today, let's work from the midsection, go down and then go up, and then we'll add the balance. So first, nice and tall, check that posture. Put the hands on the front of the thighs. I'll turn to the side. Keep the shoulders back and down, those abs in nice and tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bend at the hips. Nice flat back, head and neck, and extension of the spine. You can modify by bending the knees if you want to, but if you keep the legs straight, you'll have a much better hamstring and glute stretch. So listen to your body and do what works for you. Breathe and keep those abs in tight always. Unless I tell you otherwise, which will probably only be during relaxation. Now release and just let the upper body relax down. Keep the abs in tight. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. We're still warming up here, so you may not be able to come down as far sometimes. Keeping the legs and hips stationary, rotate just the upper body to the right. The fingertips can be on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or they can be on the floor or a block beside the right foot. Breathe. In a fluid motion, rotate back to the center front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the left in the same manner. Again, fingertips can be on the back of the left thigh, calf, ankle, or on the floor or block beside that left foot. Keeping the legs as straight as possible. In a fluid motion, rotate back to the center front, inhaling. Exhale, just let that upper body relax down. You might be able to come down a little further this time. Maybe, maybe not. We're still warming up. And then keeping the head, neck, and arms relaxed, slowly round up. One vertebra at a time. Again, you can modify by bending the knees as you come up, but you don't have to. Better stretch if you Keep the legs straight, but you do what works for you. And as the head comes up, bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, and again, stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Now, check that posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Put the hands on the waist or the hips. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. And first, just bring the knees up and down. We're just lubricating the hips and the knees right now. Make sure you're breathing. And now, stand nice and tall, hands on the waist or the hips. Imagine a big cloth or something wrapped around the biggest part of your hips. We're inside a barrel. We're going to clean the inside of that barrel. So push the hips forward, roll to the left, roll back, abs in tight always. Again, roll right, roll forward. Keep going. Left, back, right, forward. Hold it here. Now go in the opposite direction. Right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and forward. Back to the center, nice and tall, bigger barrel. Open those legs. Now push forward. Roll to the left. Roll back. Roll right. Roll forward. Keep going. Left, back, right, and forward. Hold it here. Opposite direction. Right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and forward. Back to the center, toes out, heels in, feet at about a 45-degree angle. You can keep your hands on your waist right here or your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend that right knee and go down with the right knee over the right foot, torso tall. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, do the same on the left. Bend that left knee, lowering down over the knee, over the foot. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, bring those arms all the way up to the top. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower to the T position, palms down. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, now come to the right again, knee over that foot. Abs always in tight. Back up to the center, inhaling. Exhale, left in the same manner. Balance your body as best you can. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, right again. You may repeat or reach toward the floor. Nice, long, flat back. At a neck and extension of the spine. Right knee over the right foot. Try not to put real weight on the lower hands if you can help it, but do what you need to do. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the right, do on this side as well. Again, I'll remind you, keep those abs in nice and tight. Breathe. T position, inhaling. Exhale, right again. You may repeat one that we did or cross over, opening to the back, looking up, breathing. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the right, do on this side as well. Breathe. T position, inhaling. Exhale, arms all the way up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower those arms back to the T position, palms down. I'm going to bring my feet in some because now we're going to bend both knees at the same time. Have the knees over the feet, still have those feet at a 45-degree angle, and lower those hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend those knees and lower the hips. Knees over the feet. Focus on a spot in front of you and see if you can come up and balance on those toes, but you don't have to. If you did, lower, inhaling. Exhale, back up. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, back up. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, fingertips or palms on the floor or blocks in front of the feet and under the shoulders for balance. Keep those abs in tight, head and neck and extension of the spine. Straighten the legs, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and lower the hips. Now up on those toes, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips. Up on those toes, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips. Keep those abs in tight throughout. Up on those toes, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Now, T position, palms down, palms up, and slowly come all the way up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out, arms, legs, feet, hands. Loosening the muscles, lubricating the joints. And now, stand nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Now the lower part of our body is hopefully pretty well warmed up. We're going to work up here. So bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the left. Legs and hips stationary. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, left again, just the upper body. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right, just the upper body. Front, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left arm and bring the right arm straight up. Stay in the same plane throughout here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch to the left in that same plane. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align the left shoulder and feel the stretch up the right side of your body. Breathing. Up, inhaling, I love that. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane. On this side now, and stretch to the right. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align the right shoulder and feel the stretch up the left side of your body. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, bend the knees, knees over the feet in this Utkatasana, fierce or chair variation. Looking up at the fingertips if you can. You can also look at a spot on the floor if you need to for balance, or any place in front of you. Keep those abs in tight, breathing, push out to those glutes as you're bent at the hips. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine. Tighten the glutes, arch back, reach back. Breathing, jaw closed for a better stretch on the mat. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check the posture again and take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Again, roll the shoulders back. Great big circle, just a couple each side. The elbows are bent. And now straighten those arms for full range of motion. Again, just a couple on each side. You want to move slowly with yoga so you use your muscles and not momentum. Now, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. I'm going to turn to the side this time. You don't have to, stay where you are, but bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms in the parallel position, parallel to the floor and to each other. Shoulders back and down. Then reach forward, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Now release. Bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together. Straighten the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. You may hold it here or bend the knees, knees over the feet, and this other Utkatasana, fierce or chair variation. Arms low, medium, or high. Push out for those glutes as you bend at the hips, knees over the feet, head and neck, an extension of the spine. Abs always in tight, breathing. Straighten the legs, inhale. Exhale, hold it here, breathing, or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back. Jaw closed, breathe. Release, up, inhaling. Exhale, keep the shoulders back, but bring them up by the ears, no neck. Arms are just relaxed. Torso nice and tall. Then release and reach down. Long arms, long neck. Imagine touching the ceiling with the top of your head and the floor with the fingertips. And now release. Now we're going to do a chest expansion here just because it seems to fit. Clasp your fingers together, straighten the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You may hold it here, breathing, or again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes. Arch back, breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, hold it here if you're modifying, or stretch forward, bending at the hips. Lengthen the spine, relax the head and neck. Arms up high, abs in tight. Breathing, no stress on that head and neck. You can modify by bending the knees over the feet if you choose. Again, you just won't get the same hamstring and glute stretch if you do. But do what your body needs. Keep those abs in nice and tight. Slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now you may hold it here or turn the palms down and out, so the palms are facing outward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold it here, or again, lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back, breathe. Again, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. Up inhaling. Exhale, hold it there, or stretch forward again. Lengthen the spine, relax the head and neck, arms up high, abs in tight. Breathing, modify if you choose. Listen to your body and breathe. Slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, lower the arms. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold it here, or again, arch back. Just briefly. Release, release the hands, and now roll those shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening the torso as you roll. Breathing. And straighten the arms for full range of motion. Now our torsos and arms should be pretty nicely warmed up too. However, we're going to work on our heads and our necks, which is often a difficult or a challenging part of a lot of people's bodies. So, nice and tall, check that posture. Turn your head on your own from side to side at your own pace, holding the extreme just a bit. Smooth motion as you go from side to side. Come back to the center, looking forward. Make sure you try to do the same, going in both directions as best you can on everything. Then lower the chin to the chest. Press the chin into the chest. Release. Heavy head throughout, roll over to the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. Left ear above the left shoulder. Feel the stretch of the opposite side of the neck. If you have neck issues, only roll back and forth in the front. Not heavy head, go back to the center. Back jaw closed. Right shoulder. Sorry about that. Heavy head roll down to the center front, pressing the chin into the chest. Release, opposite direction. Right shoulder, check those shoulders, check the posture. Back if you can. Left shoulder. Roll back down, pressing the chin into the chest. Release, center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale. Now I want you to just roll your head round and round, or modify if you need to, but do whatever you do in both directions just to make sure you get all those kinks out. You know if you have a kink or not, I don't. And when you're finished, come back to the center front and press your chin into the chest. Release, center front, inhaling. Exhale, shake out, moving your hips from side to side. We're going to add a little balance now. Shake everything out, shake your feet, your legs out. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Hands on the waist or the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right knee up in front of you. Rotate it to the side. Lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet. Up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, bring that left knee up in the front. Rotate it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, bring that left leg forward again. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex. Bring the leg out to the side. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg to the back. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Tighten the glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, bring the left leg forward in the same manner. Point, flex, point, flex. Focus on that spot. Bring the leg out to the side. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg to the back. Tighten the glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, move your hips from side to side and shake the arms out. Now we're going to do a dancer's pose on both sides. I should have reminded people, if you have difficulty with balance, you can stand by something and either have it there to put a finger or a hand on if you need it, or actually do it if you feel like you need it. But focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Relax the arms, inhaling. Exhale, bring the right leg up behind you. See if you can hold the toes or the feet or the ankle, whatever you can. Bring the left arm up, inhaling. Exhale and come forward, bringing the leg up behind you, just enough to balance. Focus on your spot, your posture, and your breathing. Then back up, inhaling. Exhale, release, and lower down. And now let's do the other side. Focus on the spot in front of you that doesn't move. Relax the arms, inhaling. Exhale, bring that left leg up. Hold the ankle, foot, or toes. Bring the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, and come into that balancing posture. Focus on your spot, your posture, and your breathing. Back up, inhaling. Exhale and lower down. Let's check our posture and let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Now, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower to the T position, palms down. Nice and tall. Keep the abs in tight, tighten those glutes. Keep the shoulders back and down as best you can. Palms out as if there's an imaginary wall at the end of each arm. Push on that wall as if you're trying to keep that wall from coming in on you. Keep those shoulders back and down. Tighten those arms. Breathing. Release. And now bring the palms in, like pull in, but lengthen those arms. Keep those shoulders back and down. Breathe. Release. Palms forward. Push against that imaginary wall. Arms long and tight. Shoulders back and down. Push against that wall. Breathe. Release. And now palms back. Push back against that imaginary wall. Keep the shoulders back and down as best you can. Arms long and tight. Breathe. Release. Palms up. Push up with those arms now. With those palms as if there's something coming down and you're pushing it up. Arms long, tight, working. Release. Palms down. Push down now. Down. Pushing against that imaginary object that's pushing up on you. Breathing. Release. Palms up and bring the arms all the way up. Inhaling. Exhale. Reach, lengthen, bend the knees. Knees over the feet in this Utkatasana. Fierce or chair variation. Looking up as you can. If you can, push out through those glutes. Straighten the legs. Inhaling. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes. Arch back, reach back. Jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. Breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check that posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take that deep cleansing breath up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, and lower down. Now bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back. Hopefully that feels good after you work those arms and the shoulders. Certainly feels good for my body. Breathe. Straighten those arms for full range of motion. Again, shake everything out. We're going to do just a brief sun salutation. We'll have downward dogs, planks, cobras, and that will be it today, most likely, because I'd like to get down to the floor. So stand at the front of your mat. Feet parallel, no more than shoulder width apart. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes. Arch back, reach back, breathe. Up, inhale. Exhale, stretch forward, bending at the hips. And first, just come down. Let that upper body just relax down. Abs in tight, head, neck, and arms just relaxed. Breathe. You may hold it there or come into Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips on the floor or blocks beside the feet. Nice flat back, shoulders back and down, abs in tight. You can modify with the fingertips on the front of your legs if you choose. You may hold it here or lower the palms all the way to the surface below you, only bending the knees if you need to. Breathe. Now bend the knees enough to bring both legs back. Hip width apart, hips in the air. Up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Rotate the shoulders down from the outside so the triceps are somewhat facing downward. And breathe in this downward facing dog. You can always modify down on your knees, listen to your body. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high huddle position. You can modify on your wrists. You can modify on your elbows. When I say wrists, I mean your fists, actually. So you don't have to use your wrists. Try to be sure not to let your rear end sag or stick up as best you can. You may hold it here for a bit, or let's come into a side plank. Opening to the right, you can modify with that lower or left leg down on the floor. You can bring that top leg up if you want. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or stack your feet on top of each other. Lots of options here. Breathing. You want to lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check, make sure you're stable. And then open to the other side. And whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Focus on your posture and your breathing. You want to lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check that posture. Bend the knees, knees on the floor. Tops of the feet on the floor, come back into either a puppy pose with the rear end up in the air, head and forearms on the floor, or the mat will slide all the way down to a moon position Resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can. Arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed. Abs in tight, breathing. Now pick the head up, slide the arms forward, forearms on the mat, clasp your fingers together, come up into an elbow plank or a low hover. Breathing. High on those shoulders. Again, try to make sure the rear end is not sagging or sticking up as best you can. Keep those abs in nice and tight, head and neck and extension of the spine. Now lower the quads and the tops of the feet to the floor. You may keep the arms as they are or come into the Sphinx posture with the palms and the forearms on the floor in front of you. Lengthen that spine, look up and breathe in this cobra, in this half cobra, elbow cobra actually. And you may hold it here or palms on the floor beside the rib cage, elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you can come up to a half cobra with the elbows bent or come all the way up to a full cobra, high on the shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. Pick those hips up into the air. Again, feet are hip width apart. Hands are hip width apart, up on those toes. Push the heels down, lengthen. Come into that downward facing dog. And if you're not modifying down on your knees, walk the dog. Always keep those abs in tight, but keep the toes on the floor. Bending one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor. And walk your dog at your own pace, feeling the stretch up the back of your legs. Keeping those abs in nice and tight. Breathing, fluid motion, holding the extremes. Just a bit, whatever fits your body. Then push both heels down. Breathe. Now walk your hands towards your feet. I'm going to bring my feet a little closer in. I want them closer together than shoulder width apart or hip width apart. But you do what works for you. Just let the upper body relax down right now. Keep those abs in tight. Now place your fingertips or palms on the floor or blocks in front of your feet and under your shoulders. Keeping the legs as straight as possible and those abs always in tight. Bring the heels up, inhaling. Exhale, slowly lower. 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 One more. Heels up, inhaling. Exhale, slowly lower. Now just let that upper body relax down. Head, neck, and arms relax. Abs always in tight. You may round up one vertebra at a time, as we did in the warm-up, or arms at your ears or your sides. Flatten the back and slowly come up. Remember, you can bend the knees if you need to. Take a deep breath in as you reach the top. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine. Tighten those glutes, arch back, reach back, jaw closed, for a better stretch of the neck. Breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check that posture, and let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower down. Bend those elbows, rolling the shoulders back. Great big circles. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. Yeah. Shake everything out. We're going to get down to the mat, to the surface below us, and just do a few things before we actually go into relaxation or shavasana. So let's see if we can get down without using our hands for support. But of course, if you need them, use them. Now, some of you may have knee issues and you won't be able to do this, but what I'd like you to do is see if you can get one knee on top of the other, with your feet going in opposite directions. For instance, my left foot is on my right side, my right foot is on my left side. We're just gonna sit here just for a little bit. I have my hands on my top knee. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now I'd like you to see if you can place your fingertips on the floor in front of you. Lengthen your spine, bend at the hips, and just walk forward. You might not be able to come forward at all. And if you can't do this with your knees, just sit cross-legged. You can actually even sit with your legs straight and come forward. If you have hip issues or knee issues, we're not coming down too terribly far right now. Just opening our hips a little bit and trying to lengthen and strengthen our backs. Breathing. Keep those abs in nice and tight. Now either walk your fingertips back up or arms at your ears, slowly coming up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower those arms all the way down to the sides. Look at your legs and let's do exactly the opposite. My left knee's on top and my right's on the bottom, so I'm going to switch them up. Now, my left foot is still on the right side of my body and my right foot's still on the left, but a different knee's on the top. First, have my hands on my knee, my upper knee, my right knee. I'm trying to straighten my back, keep it nice and long and straight. Then bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now, place your fingertips on the floor in front of you, shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and see if you can walk forward at all. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just go to your limit. You want your back as long and flat as possible. Head and neck and extension of the spine. And of course, remember to breathe. Now either walk back or arms at your ears, slowly coming up, inhaling. Exhale, reach up and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and unwrap those legs and come into, first of all, let's just balance. Balance on our rear ends, our sits bones. If you need to put a toe or two down, go ahead, but try not to if you can help it. Come into the resting position with the calves parallel to the floor and to each other. You can turn a little bit to the side here so you can see what I'm doing. You can hold it there or straighten the legs out. And you can hold it here or bring the hands to the calves or the ankles. And you can hold it here or open those legs. And you can hold it here or release the hold with the hands. Point the toes, flex the feet. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. One more, point and flex. Relax the feet, bring the legs in, inhaling. Exhale, resting position. Now you may hold it here again, breathing. Exhale or straighten it up again. I'll turn a little bit to the side. And you may hold it here, breathing, or release and come into that full boat posture. Arms parallel to the floor and to each other. Point the toes, flex the feet. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point and flex. Relax the feet, resting position, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees, feet on the floor. Hug those knees into the chest and sit up nice and tall. Now straighten those legs out, inhaling. Exhale, seated stick posture, legs straight back, straight arms straight. Point those toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, release the hold, hands on the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down, one vertebra at a time. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Shoulders on the mat, and the head on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring those legs up. Remember, if you have back issues, bend those knees and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. But if you don't have any back issues, just bring those straight legs up. Once the legs are up, you want that lower back against the floor as best you can, and those abs always sucked in and tight towards the spinal column. Point those toes, flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Try to keep these legs as straight as possible, and the shoulders resting down to the surface below you. Circle those feet in big circles, round and round, sucking those abs in tight. You're lubricating the ankles. And then change direction and try to go the same number of circles as best you can in the opposite direction to balance our bodies. When you're finished, point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees, hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing, rolling from side to side. Massaging that back against the surface below you. We're going to do some full pelvic twists just to get a little spinal twist into the practice tonight. And then we are going to relax. So keep those knees high into the chest as best you can. The back against the floor and those abs in very tight. Arms in the T position, palms down, shoulders remain on the floor. Lower those knees over on the right. Look at the opposite hand if you can. You can modify looking up. Keeping the knees high towards the chest. Roll the knees in the same manner on the left and turn and look at the right. And go at your own pace, rolling from side to side. If you hold the knees up a little bit, you just use your obliques a little bit more. If you just let them drop to the sides, you're not using your muscles as much, but you do what works for you. Make sure you're breathing. And if you want a little more when you're in the center, straighten those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Then slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, as close to the right hand as possible. Turn, look at the opposite hand, and then slowly bring those straight legs back up, rolling the lower back against the floor, always looking at the opposite hand unless you need to modify. And just go at your own pace, always checking the posture, always breathing. Try to be as fluid in your motion as possible. So you're really using those muscles. You'll know if you're using them. Make sure you're breathing. On the final one, bend the knees if they're not already bent. Rolling that back against the floor, massaging those muscles. And come back to the center with the knees. Straighten those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, soles of the feet together, bending the knees and lower the feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Lower the arms, near your body, palms up, fingers naturally curled up. If you want a little more here, you can actually put your hands on the inner legs, on the thigh area, and just put a little pressure, or just let gravity do its job. Shoulders resting down to the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture or butterfly posture. Now, you can go ahead and slide the heels down on the mat and let the feet flop out to the sides. You'll be in that corpse posture. Of course, if you want a little more, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Bring those legs up, perpendicular to the floor. Lower backs against the floor when the legs are straight up. Point the toes, flex the feet, and slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have any kind of back issues, you want to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. And then just exhale and come into that corpse posture, palms up, feet flopped out to the sides. Shoulders resting down to the surface below you. It's one of the most comfortable positions for most bodies. Take a deep breath in, filling the lungs again. And then slowly exhale through slightly parted lips. Continue to breathe on your own a bit. And soon we'll take another deep breath in together. And this time we'll fist our hands, flex our feet as we exhale. We'll tighten everything in our faces, our bodies, everything as we exhale together. So let's take that deep breath in now. Exhale and tighten. And release. And just rest down to the surface below you. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets or put something under parts of your body. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. You want to make sure that you are able to fully relax. So, close those eyes. Close your eyes, but open your mind. Open your mind and travel to one of your favorite safe places. You're in your safe place. Focus first on the hands and the fingers, relaxing the muscles, releasing the joints. And as we move through your body, you will do that throughout the entire body, allowing yourself to sink just a little deeper into the surface below you. As you move up the arms, release the joints in your wrists. Relax the forearms. Release the joints in your elbows. Relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Now focus on the shoulders. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. Now lower the focus to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles, release the joints. Allow those heels to sink a little deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. As you move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles. Relax the shins as you relax the calves. Release the joints in your knee. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps and thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. And now, relax the glutes. Allow those glutes to sink a little deeper into the surface below you. Again, wherever you might be in your safe place. Breathe. Continue to move up your body, focusing on the spinal area as it moves up between the muscles of the lower back as you relax those muscles. Relax the obliques at the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades as you relax the spinal column, moving up between the shoulder blades through the neck to the base of the skull. Your back is relaxed. Focus now on the chest to complete the front part of your body. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle or collarbone area. Further relax those shoulders, allowing them to sink a little deeper into the surface below you as you release those joints a little more and relax those muscles. Now focus on the neck. Relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips as you relax the tongue. Relax the cheeks, nose, and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull of the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and hopefully functioning perfectly. And now, from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it is time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position and sit cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus. Nice and tall. Sit in any manner that suits you. Bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope you got what you needed. You feel better than when we started. And please unmute yourselves so I can hear those awesome voices. Thank you so much for